All right, welcome to this little kind of brief lesson on system of inequalities, where we are going to graph out a couple inequalities as well as determine are certain points a part of those inequalities. Now I'm going to start off with these two inequalities, and we're going to go fairly straightforward, where y is greater than 2 and x is less than or equal to 4. So when you graph these out, there's a couple different ways. You can do it by hand, or you can use a method of graphing software. In my class here, I use a program called DESMOS, which is a free graphing software that's found on online. And when you do this here, when I'm going to do it here is I'm going to type in my 2, and this is going to be y is greater than 2. You're going to notice that nice shaded region on top is in red, and it has a dashed line along y where y equals to 2. So it's dashed because, well, can't actually equal to that line. And then x is less than or equal to 4, so we're going to get this line right on 4, and we have the shaded region below the 4 because it's less than. This here is where these two are going to be graphed out, and the region that is equal to both is a little bit in that darker region. It's actually this region right here. That's going to be our solution area. Now, the solution area that we have is that box and everything that goes above and below, so or above and to the side. It continues on and on and on, up as far as you can go. But for the graph's sake, that's where we're going to have it. Now, we want to see, or I'm going to kind of go through and see, are certain points a part of the graph? And this comes into play when we're looking at, is it a part of a solution set to a system of inequalities? So the first one we're going to look at is the point 0, 0. Now, if you're unsure where that is, it's right there. Okay, so right in the center of the graph. Now, is that a part of the solution set? Well, is it in the red region? No. Okay, well, this is actually what it's going to show here. That 0 for y is not greater than 2, so it does not work. So it's an X there. It's in the blue region, which is good, but it has to be in both, which is that green region that I've made on this graph. So in fact, 0, 0 is not a part of the solution set. What about the point -2, 4? Now, -2, 4 is right there. Okay, it just popped up there. Is that in the solution set? Well, is it part of the red solution set? Yes. Okay, 4 is greater than 2. Perfect. And is it part of the blue solution set? Yes. -2 is in fact less than or equal to 4. So it works for both of our inequalities, which we really didn't need to find because it's definitely inside that green area. So yes, -2, 4 is definitely a part of our solution set. Now, solution set is just the points that work for both inequalities. What about the point 4, 6? Now, it's right there on the graph. Okay, so you'll see it pop up there, and you'll notice that it's right on that line. Okay, so it's right on the edge of that green box. Now, is it a part of the solution set? Okay, first of all, let's look at the y value. That one is most definitely a part because 6 is greater than 2. Yep, you bet. It definitely works for that one. For the second one, we're looking at the x value. Is 4 less than or equal to 4? Well, yeah, it is. It's equal to. It's not less than, but it is equal to. So in fact, for here, both of those again work. And you can barely see those two green check marks, but they are in fact there. So this one does work. Okay, that's good. That means that one is in fact a part of the solution set. Let's put one more up that's along the line, and that's the point 4, 2. So that's the point right there. Is that in the solution set? Well, first of all, let's look at the y. If we look at the x, 4 is less than or equal to 4. Yes, that works. We said that before. It does work. But is 2 greater than 2? Okay, that goes back to the first inequality we have. No, it's not. It's not greater than 2. It's equal to 2. But this inequality doesn't include the equal to 2. It only includes greater than. So this one is in fact not a part of the solution set. I hope that helped you kind of take a look a little bit at inequalities. Some are going to get more complex, but as long as the points that we find are inside the solution set or inside that shaded region, we know that they're definitely part of the solution set.